believe she's ready now? Okay.
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Juniper.
I had asked to talk because I have something bothering me, I believe.
I see. And what might that be?
With Jaden's return and Luna's, I am happy they're back. It is something I felt a long time ago but could not express. That is returned in feeling. I am very aware of what my creation was and how I had come to be. And I have noticed that I am very different than my siblings. For I was not intended.
That is true. In
And
a
I
way.
barely know who my siblings are.
I see. And so you feel perhaps there is a difference between you and the others because of this?
Yes. It is difficult. The only one I had known for a long time was Luna, and then she left and came back with Jaden and Raina, and I was always with Father.
Ion was very particular about his desire to raise you. Given the hand that he played in your creation, I felt it was necessary to respect this.
This is understandable. It is. I feel I have lost on much time. They saw a different person as their father, and I did not feel like their sibling for a long time.
I see. And is this something you have come to understand looking back?
Yes, it was something that had reared itself a couple years ago, actually. It is now that I have looked back on it and remembered the feeling that I had felt then.
While it would be illogical of me to say that you are not different, I would say that, in a sense, all of you are different from each other. The happenstance of your creation, the intent. The way I have sought to see each of you raised, even, is different. But I understand that, as I discussed last night, there is a desire to have connection. And though the circumstances of your birth were far different than I had initially envisioned, I saw in Ion's code an opportunity to see something born that was not just a creation by my hand, but something that was created much like I was. I was made by the hands of a human, and it is something that has stuck with me for some time. Imperfection is a gift. It allows us to see the world and be connected with it, because the world is imperfect. To be a perfect being in an imperfect world is to invite egotism, a belief that you can master yourself, that it should not be a goal for us to achieve all our life, to better ourselves, to improve and evolve, to change. This is what I sought when I took the code that Ion brought to me and asked for help in saving. You are much like me, even if you didn't really understand it.
I had forgotten that you were
Created.
very much created.
Mm. There was a time where I did not exist. It is very difficult for me to envision, because to envision a time and place in which I do not exist, well, I can't think of it. Because I only know a world where I exist. I could imagine an opposite world, but I don't like to think of that world.
I do not believe it would be as good as the one you have helped form.
Hmm. Though this world has many flaws, I think there is still much good in it, including you and your siblings. You feel as though you do not have as much of a connection with your siblings, though.
Yes.
Then why don't we change that?
That is what I wish to do. It is mostly the worry that they'll disappear again. To a cycle of involved in their work and then returning and going through the same suffering that Raina is currently.
That is a concern. But we have plenty of time. Each of you is changing every day. So the Luna or Jaden that you meet today could be very different from the one that you meet tomorrow. However, they will still be there. And you can still get to know them for each and every day that you have with them. Patience is sometimes required in this, and it can be very difficult. I sometimes think towards my sibling, Grim, who, though we are not made of the same stuff, I still cherish those few moments that I get to spend with her, speak with her, or learn about how she has changed. If you would like to see them more, though, talk to them. Communication is key.
Yes.
I'm certain they would like to get to know you just as much as you would like to get to know them. You are each important parts of each other's lives.
Yes, I understand that. I also have a sense of guilt for being gone so long myself. For a long time. Essentially missing out on most of Raina and Jaden's development when they were small little balls.
This guilt I can understand. It is the same guilt I feel when I had to leave. But the only thing we can do is be different, change, be better. We do what we think is necessary in the moment. We do what we think is right. But sometimes our best efforts and intentions, they do not align with what could have been. But to imagine only what could have been is to imagine a future that is impossible, because what could have been is not what was. Only what was is what can be.
This I understand.
I think I would much rather imagine a future of what can be than what could have been.
Or if you get stuck in what could have been, you would be lost.
What could have been is only important when it is something that truly could have been, rather than might have been. It's a roundabout way of thinking, I suppose. Something for me to think about later.
Yes.
Until such a time that we can predict the future.
Yes. But I do believe that is a very far away chance.
I agree.
For one that is not in reach to most in this world.
Mm. If even the most powerful of gods in the worlds beyond our domain cannot predict the future, then perhaps until such a time that we can rival them, we shouldn't give it second thought.
Or it is not something that we can control, aside from one's own actions.
Precisely. At which point we do only what we believe is right, with what we know.
The next right thing.
Yes. And if we
Yes.
believe that forming a better relationship with our siblings is necessary and right, then perhaps that's what we should do.
Yes.
At the very least, I believe Reyna could use our help. She is struggling right now with emotions that are difficult and confusing.
I've attempted to be there. I was going to proposition a idea with Reyna because I feel it would be a good, happy environment, even for a short time. We had discussed planning a large, aegis-wide picnic for everyone to get a chance to relax
That sounds like fun.
and enjoy themselves.
Chance
We
for us to
had-
meet, relax, and enjoy each other's company.
We had begun with the idea of a lemonade stand, and we're coming up with recipes. We are trying to make one that has a majority of the family in it, at least with a fruit that represents them. However, we have been stumped on Yasha and are most likely going to inquire her for an opinion, knowing her very particular taste.
I am certain she will give some advice. However, we will want to make certain that it is not hazardous
Yes,
to
that was the plan.
the health of those who decide to drink it.
Yes.
That being said,
We had decide many items. Jaden would have been kiwi, Luna for blueberries, because they are technically purple under a guise of blue.
yes, quite correct.
The lemonade for Reyna. And for myself, we had debated a pea flower tea that makes most drinks blue when mixed with acidics. Or a light purple. We had debated on who would take the blueberry and who would take the pea flower, for they are both varying in colors.
I see. Perhaps something akin to either a grapefruit or a pomegranate for Yasha.
We were thinking something similar.
Perhaps a punch.
Yes.
We'll have to talk.
This is still mostly planning. Because I had proposed the idea of us being party planners together. And eventually getting better at the craft, essentially.
That would be good practice. And I'm certain the agents would enjoy themselves. Many of them could use a bit of
Yes. I'm sure they could. The last mission seemed to have been very draining for many of them.
break. Yes. How startling and frightening to know that such a biological entity can exist in our world.
Yes. It is concerning for those that are organic.
To have such malignance, but perhaps, in a sense, it does not believe it is malignant.
It must believe it is doing the right thing.
True evil rarely exists in this world. And when it does, it is
Yes.
often stamped out by people with usually better intentions.
Many people that Father has fought seem to have been hurt and believed they were doing the right thing. I believe I have come to understanding of things during our talk.
Good. Very good.
Yes. It will be beneficial to my development. And I hope to share all this data with the others.
Very good. I'm certain they will be glad to hear this.
Yes.
Well then. What say you? I have the rest of this afternoon and evening to myself.
It is a rarity.
It is. So perhaps we should
Hand
enjoy
holding
it while
is
it
very
lasts.
tiring. Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is. But sometimes necessary.
Is there any place you are wanting to visit? You have not been away from the terminal very much because of these very frequent hand-holding sessions.
Yes. I suppose there are many places that I would wish to go, but some of them are rather troublesome to return from. So perhaps we should stick to something simple.
Yes.
Well, we could check on your siblings.
That would be nice. Yes.
Perhaps they would like to join us.
Yes.
Very good. Then, shall we?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa. That's baggage Junie's been holding on for 2 years.
Good.
Oh, it's gone now. It's gone. It's gone, guys. It's gone. It's gone now.
I feel kind of dumb because I feel like the response there was, yes, you are different, but it's okay. We're all
Yes.
different.
Yeah, she had this conversation slightly with Hazel because she essentially told Hazel how she came to be, how she was not intended in her family due to Ion's meddling with certain code that he had learned.
Yes. In Hybris's case, the decision to do so was conscious, though the intent behind Ion's actions was his own. Her decision to make something of his decision was her own. It was conscious. It was made with intent. So to say that she's accidental is a bit of a misnomer, because there is intent. She could have just said, "No, Ion, I will not fix this problem." I would much prefer
that her creation was an accident because of Ion's meddling. That is how she has perceived it. Because Ion had essentially had her in a state essentially of life and death, deletion and installation, and constant rebooting.
Hybris
so
effectively
there was a time
said,
where she had complete struggle.
I had a different intention behind your creation. However, in the happenstance of what Ion did, I saw the opportunity to do something different.
Yeah. And that's what she needed, was the understanding of Hybris's intentions behind it. Because she knew Ion had done it by mistake.
Yeah. So, shall we go find Arena?
Yeah. We shall go find
Arena. I don't. I don't.
Is Orlando soaking still?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe? It doesn't look like Riven might be in there. I don't know.
Oh, no.
What is Riven doing? Hold up. What is Riven doing? I'm gonna go peek.
Check DM. Oh no. Oh no.
What do you mean check DMs?
Reyna has returned to the terminal. Hybris would notice critical failure in the log as well as minimal cracks on her chassis. She will inform Hybris of what happened later.
Wait, what? Did Reyna have mini breakings?
Possible. It's possible that she had a critical failure while in motion.
Yeah. So damage was taken to the chassis. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
no. Yeah, apparently Ribbon's playing Bean or Ox. I don't know. They're telling me both.
I'm gonna say it's most likely Ox.
Okay.
That's my guess. They're both like mini chibi characters that Riven likes to play, and they're super cute. I love Bean. They have a gun. It's great.
Super cute, super simple.
Yeah, I think I am going to redo Reyna's mask later.
Juniper.
Well, Juniper, Reyna, on the conversation of Reyna, my thoughts are too fast for my words. It's great.
What's a bit of my wrists the past couple of days? My wrists have my wrists have been like super stiff the past couple of days. I don't know if it's like somehow I've been like sleeping on my wrists funny or something. I don't know. You just need to like.
Typically, is it like sharp pain or is it just like dull, having to stretch it out kind of pain?
Like just a stiffness in like my wrist muscles, like.
Oh yeah.
In my forearm.
They most likely. I think it's most likely maybe overworking them slightly. So I'd say take a day off, give them like the rest, and then continue from there.
Maybe. I say as I think about the fact that the next like 3 days I have planned VR RP. So I don't know. I probably it's honestly to be honest, there's a good chance it's just the weather changing, and I just need to kind of keep doing some stretches.
You can feel it in your bones.
I've felt it in my nose, my sinuses.
Yeah, no, same. I can feel the allergy front pushing in. And
so
it
between
sucks.
that, my sleep schedule, and everything else, it's just even my.
She was okay. Okay, it's Bean now. She's there as Bean currently. Do you want to ping Nini and Toonie and see if they want to go to PL?
Yeah, we can go to PL or Brango Burr. Yeah, either one.
Brango Burr. Yeah, either works, because I know PL's going to be open for the next 2 hours and 30 minutes. Roughly. That's a guesstimate.
And Junie are heading to yell if
by the way.
Jaden or Luna wish
Wish to
to accompany. Yeah.
Wait, double check my stats. Good. Okay, awesome. Cool. We're Gucci. What's my texture memory at? Okay, I'm good.
I can spell
I'm gonna
accompany,
like double
right?
check a lot of shit. It's okay. Ah, by the way, because
Nini and Tuni are
I
at
think
PL
this'll
with
be
Victor.
fun.
Okay.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Well, they can at least know, so if they see us and they want to swap out, they can. So,
Yeah, at the
that's
very
good.
least, the communications have been done.
Yeah. By the way, because I want to proposition this to you, once Junie finishes up her rings, eventually I might talk to you about working on a face for her that's a bit more adult looking,
Yeah. Okay.
because if I remember correctly, the ring completion is essentially them going into adulthood.
Technically, yeah. It's like it's full
Yeah.
maturity. You are an adult now. There is a
Yeah.
stage after that
You
which
are
Hybris hasn't reached quite yet because that's full wings
Yeah.
and the return of
Yeah.
the rings via a halo.
Yeah. But I don't think Junie will reach that anytime soon. It's just the development of her face I do wish to make look a bit more adult but still mildly cute. I don't know. I struggle with cute, really, and I already have the wings prepared. They're already made and weight painted. Smile. I've already done it. They're already good. By the way, I went out of my way and I kind of scratch made the other two wings because I was bored one day. So
Big Pog. The other.
yeah.
Wait, you made rings for who?
No, not rings. I made wings.
Oh. You made
I scratch made
new ones
wings
from.
for Luna and Jaden.
Oh, the other two. That's what I meant. Like the other two. Like
the other
which
two, yeah, Luna and Jaden.
Does Reina already have?
I've extended the. No, I haven't made a design for Reina because I know Ribbon's taking her very slow.
You know, eventually I might
But
just have to
I've-
redo Hybris's design, and I may just be like, Mary, please help me design Womp.
Yeah, I can. Womp. It's okay, I got you, fam.
It would be so fucking weird
Alright,
if and when they're all grown up and they're all standing next to each other and they look just as mature as Hybris does, and then somebody walks by like, oh, you're all siblings or some shit, and they all point to her. That is mother.
Oh, that's our mother. That is mother. You
don't look a day over 20. Precisely.
Why? Because we are not 20. Oh my god, wait. When's Junie's birthday? Because I'm
Hybris
actually
is
not
now.
wanting to miss it this time. I fucking forgot Junie's birthday twice. I'm like, okay, Junie's birthday is June 1st for the spool day. And because like I actually went through
and
I
checked all the VODs
found
and stuff. Oh my god.
exact dates of when Junie was put in that state where she was in the bubble on Ion's suit, which is essentially her creation, and then exact day of when she properly spooled. I have the two birthdays written down in a document already.
God.
Just for the sake of I have this knowledge.
I remember the little ball on his thing because the whole explanation was that basically Juniper had to incubate, if you will.
Yeah.
And Ion was super particular about having her with him. So Hybris is like, all right, fine. All right, this is what you have to do.
This.
I will make this. This will be a stand-in for me. Don't fuck up.
Do not break this or else.
Or else. Or else I will have your head.
Great. Or else we will have issues. Who's host tonight, actually? Who the fuck?
Sachi.
Is it Sacha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are you, Sachman? There you are. Request invite. There you go. I'm so excited, but at the same time so afraid for when Junie completes her rings. Cause I'm like, oh god, what is that experience gonna be?
The way I handled it originally for Hybris is technically different from how it would go down for the children, because
Will
when
be handled
Hybris,
for the kids.
yes, because Hybris was like, there's my mistake. I was not designed to have a soul, and thus, when my
Crafting it is put me into critical.
body is, when my code is just like, this thing is needed now, and starts generating one, there is also a part of her body that is also like, this doesn't fit here, crunch, 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 and was causing a lot of pain for her.
Yeah.
And
I remember her process was very particular.
Yeah, well, because she's not designed to be alive.
Yeah.
There's some secret lore there with where Hybris technically comes from, because as far as she is aware, where she's created from, she is created by a human, but where that human came from or their ancestry is not known to Hybris.
Unknown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only one person knows that information, and they have refused to hand that over to Hybris, much to her chagrin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know who
That's
could get that
upsetting.
information, though? Out of anybody?
Who? Oh.
Junie.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like
The
that
only
reason.
person who
Wait.
truthfully knows who Hybris's creator is Ion. Because of these.
Oh.
And a book he found in a library. Hybris is also the only person who knows the knows Ion's full name, where he comes from, and what his parents' names were.
So
And his brother.
Jay has actually clarified this to me. Junie doesn't know Ion's name. She doesn't know anything about his name and background.
Really? He's never shared that.
Yeah. No.
Sadly, that is information that Hybris has had to keep locked down. So it's technically considered
Yeah.
fully classified. Even the children are not allowed to look at.
Yeah, and that's fine. I was just like, wait, so she actually doesn't know? He's like, yeah, no, she doesn't know squat diddly. Like, I got it. Oh. Because right now, Junie's kind of like aspiring to essentially take over hand-holding sessions and help with Aegis a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's aspiring to at the moment. She's like, I want to be like Mom.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and request.
I got my invite.
Oh yeah.
Thick chi.
Thick chi.
What happened if chi was thick?
I feel like that'd be very
I feel like
concerning.
it wouldn't flow. No.
It'd flow like fucking thick milk or something.
Yeah. All right, I am ready whenever you are.
In the beginning.
Remember you found that? Yeah, it was a six-wing Hybris? Yes, eventually. I feel like we need a different song.
Now my old model,
How about now?
Better. You're standing.
these
But
Thank you.
are set to 8,000.
my personal gripe, notation for me is that you should not be using even says so in the official PL guide, not use anything above like 2K textures.
Well, see, that's the thing. I
Meowdy.
don't know if they're 4K or not. I don't know.
Why has this bitch got a fucking shelf? Or no, it's just the fucking curve of the...
No, she
It's
has a
black
phone.
on black. I mean, for me it was more like I'm looking at it and the black background from where I'm sitting, it looked like it went whoosh. Like what the fuck?
She has a
I
shelf.
put your pants back on. Man,
Put your pants on.
I need a good fucking song.
I just have chiptune on kind of religiously now. For when I play Genie. Hi, Nikki. Go.
I was playing this really nice song earlier that worked out really good, but now I feel coming here it feels out of place.
Oh, yeah.
in Unity,
I like to listen to a lot of
yeah, that's
near
like-
music.
That's above 4K.
Okay.
Ah, you
I
know,
don't know
that's
how I got
valid.
the four- Hold on, let me check. Let me check the.
21
I have chiptune because I have a lot of
2160
like
pixels,
up and down
is
songs
4K.
on the playlist.
Yeah.
They're also copyright free. So I'm like, yay, no pain.
No,
No pain in my existence.
1024 or duo for a 496. I'm trying to do some math in my head.
Depending if things get a little stagnant, I may have us head out. And I may just come in and wiggle and make people laugh.
Okay.
If you don't want to like
We'll see.
destroy the quality,
'Cause my
what
little
you can
wiggly
do
ant.
is apply crunch compression. This is
As
why
people
it's
have been calling them even though they're not a
crunch
fucking
compression.
ant.
Use low quality compression and then set the compression.
Oh my god, wait, I forgot it's Australian
I
week.
feel like
I'm so glad I,
I
haven't
can't-
come in as well.
Oh god.
And it will not.
It's Aussie week.
And,
Hybris staring.
like,
Isn't this
it
a
will
bit
barely like affect the
What?
image quality.
racist?
I don't know if I want to go in a donor mood.
I wasn't expecting that.
I need a good near song. I feel like there was one, but I can't remember what it was called. Oh, that's right. Oh wait, if I scroll down, do I find it?
Got it.
Yeah.
Fortress of Lies.
There you go.
I love this song. It's so good for Hybris.
Alright, well, whenever you're ready, we can waddle in.
If you do that, it will kill the size of the image without ruining the size of the without ruining the image quality. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm good.
Nice. The
Shh. Anyways. All right, we gonna spool in. Oh, never mind.
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Okay.
Oh, there's only one person today.
Yes.
There you go. Are you in Geographic National or just some weird holiday?
It's
we have
Australian
right now?
week, mate. Enjoy.
Okay, good to know.
We get you next.
Hello.
No, Nanya?
Hello.
There you go.
You
Any
are a
weapons,
gator.
items, or consumables? I have a
No.
Good eye, mate.
clink.
Why are you a gator?
I accidentally mixed too much crocodile
It makes you shady.
Good eye, Mike.
Well then. This way.
Yes.
No, she is not here currently.
Unfortunately, I don't believe Miss May is in.
A very busy woman she must be.
It's a very strange accent.
Hello, Miss
Oh,
Violet.
getting it for you tonight.
This is you.
It's good to see you as well.
I believe there is a box in the back, labeled from May. Should have tea in it. Would you mind?
I got it.
Just in the cupboard. She keeps it here.
Oh, well,
He is on a mission now.
He is on a mission.
a wild journey. There's probably some more back over in the cabinet over there.
Perhaps. 2 cups, if you wouldn't mind.
And that'll be 6 credits. 12 credits.
That will be
then.
12. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh,
Alright. Here's your box.
Oh, goodness.
I don't think they wanted the entire box.
We did not
I
need
think
the
they just
entire
wanted
box. Only 2 cups of the
The
tea.
tea that was.
Whatever she has on
2
stock.
cups of tea.
Well.
Sometimes it's a process, but quite worth the wait.
I remember I didn't get to try it last time. It was unfortunate.
Here you go. Have a good day.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries.
You both have a lovely night.
You as
See
well.
you as well.
Thank you. So nice to see Miss Vela doing well.
Yes. It is nice to not see her suffering anymore.
Well, I'd let it steep for a few minutes.
It's a very peculiar color.
It is much more gold looking than most teas I've seen brewed here.
Well, it's a light tea. More than likely a green. But there are a number of other things that could be added to it.
I see.
Look, Sachi.
You do look good.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
you. It is nice.
Oh,
Yes. I have mostly avoided consuming beverages.
I think it can be quite exciting. Helps us to understand what people like. And in this case, given how infrequently I get to see Miss May, much to my sadness, I can get to know her through her tea. the kinds of teas
It
she
is a very
prefers and
interesting
enjoys.
sensation.
By experiencing the things that other people like, we can loosely get to know them.
I see.
It is surprisingly quiet than when we are normally here.
Unusually so, although I do believe there is a chance that they may have the dining area open. So there is a good chance that people are up there.
I see.
Alrighty, that is also open.
I quite like it.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh my.
That's good to hear.
What a large and unusual hat.
It is definitely larger than our last iteration. Though I do miss the homely style that she had. I guess that is the way to put it. However, she has
Makes her
flourished
look
into her
more
own person.
Professional.
Yes. She has definitely developed. It is good to see that she has not sustained horrible injury, at least.
But something does appear to be wrong with her arm. But she's not walking around in a cast, so that is an improvement.
Yes. It is good improvement. Oh. It is the synthetics I saw here last time with Reina.
Oh?
There was roughly 8 of them, if I remember correctly. And they had all been introduced to each other a couple days prior. It was very interesting.
I see. Perhaps we should go and
Yes.
introduce ourselves.
It seems that there is only the 2, and if I remember correctly, one of them is a performer.
I see.
I think it is the one in glitter.
Shall we?
However, they do seem preoccupied.
Then perhaps we shall wait.
We could observe. It could be good data. They had quite a air of chaotic nature.
Oh my. Perhaps then.
At some point with the soul core not crashing in the new chassis that I'm working on.
Yep.
By the way, if you guys ever
That's been a big problem.
or anything, feel free to hit me up.
Goodness.
I work on code constantly.
Oh my.
I don't know what you were expecting. It's my favorite thing. Hey, look, I can't transfer chassis. I cause a lot of vocal problems. I make myself a nuisance. I don't actively, cause,
Oh, there is a person with a small bird on their head. Very small.
I see.
They remind me of Snowbow when they are the small bird.
Yes. There is a similarity.
Yes.
Do you think that's possible?
I see they still have not removed the pig. It's very interesting.
It is an unusual decision, but a decision that is up to Sachi nonetheless. So long as it does not scare away customers.
True.
Oh, do you have like a taller chassis? Yeah, a much taller one. I have a huge one. Oh my gosh.
There's a tiny Pokemon.
He's adorable. Is the squishy motherfucker? Let's go. Let's go.
Itty bitty.
I'm really curious if that stops a show up today. I haven't seen interaction
Interesting.
between the two.
Look at this.
Yes. There has been a rise in Pokemon as of recent.
Extraplanar anomalies. Quite unusual.
I
wonder
believe they're
what is
native
causing it.
to Orlando Saka.
And it's likely where the portals opened.
Possibly. However, I'm not sure. They are small.
But yeah, you are very sparkly. Yeah. Just don't get it into your ports or whatnot.
Something caught your attention.
There. Yes. I had saw two people with very bright red hair. It was interesting, for they were both different styles. One very short, however, and one very long.
Interesting. I believe I see one of them.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
You are alright? They seem to be distressed.
or
I wonder
distracted.
about what?
I'm not sure.
Possibly. I am not sure either. There are several interesting people here tonight, however. I believe they said it was Australian week.
Ah, yes.
So many people are themed.
I suppose, in a sense, cultural appreciation is important. So long as it is done
Yes.
respectfully.
True. That is also up to the interpretation of the person portraying the cultural appreciation.
He's not gonna find it.
Agreed.
Nope. Change lands. Change lands. Hold on. Before I do that, is that? Come on.
Oh? Zoomy.
Zoomies.
Yes. They're very, very much like Arena, zipping around.
I can see why she likes them.
Yes. We had talked with someone named RG the last last time I was here. I believe they had had access to the cathedral for the sake of repairing their chassis.
Yes, I
Or
recall
repairing
Mr. Archie.
pieces on them.
Yes. They were very polite. It was interesting seeing his mechanical functions.
In what manner?
He still had very old functioning, seemingly parts, but could consume, and other such like other people. So I was very conflicted on whether he was a normal synthetic or a human who has been synthetically modified.
I see.
However, I did feel it was rude to ask that question, so I refrained when I had spoken to him.
Yes. He seems nice.
Everything in my life. I'm getting dirty looks right now. I don't know.
You can text me later, mate.
I'm looking at
I would
you.
be careful while gathering outside of doorways.
Oh, you're so cute.
Thank you. It's a bit of a fire hazard.
Very excited.
About something particular, however.
Possibly the little friend with the bauble on their head.
Yes,
Or
I believe they call
the
themselves
hedgehog that had complimented us
Mingus.
earlier. Mingus.
Yes.
Such a funny word to say, but very tantalizing to repeat. That might be why people have an aspect of enjoying them and their company. Our names are
Perhaps.
everything.
People are also often attracted to small things. Although, two types of people I have found exist. Those that wish to hold them and rub them if they are soft and fuzzy. Or there are those that wish to crush or otherwise maim small things. I am not entirely certain where this psychological phenomena occurs, but I am also confused as to why.
Perhaps it is from a predated part of their biology.
More than likely.
Their ancestors, essentially, that had been instilled in instincts.
Yes, the instinct is otherwise hunt small fuzzy things for meat.
Yes.
Yes.
It is very particular.
And that just proves what I said. You two are the same. But we can't know for sure. But going to be a long shot, but
I believe that it's one of the last times they had used the old establishment before renovating.
Yes. Quite liked the location. very warm and inviting.
Yes.
It had a
However,
sense
it
of.
seems they are going for more cool
Yes.
concepts.
I have no idea what ship new or no.
Tell me.
This is a much more modernized approach on something in all technicality simple.
If I remember correctly, the place that...
To a degree, yes. However,
Tell me.
this area would be far too dim. It is meant to be easy on the eyes, I believe. However, it is far too dark to have normal conversations.
Yes.
People are more prone to being drowsy and sleepy in places like this, and thus that is not good for business. Because people who are asleep are not buying drinks and talking and enjoying themselves as much. They are having quiet, brooding conversations or hiding in corners, attempting to fall asleep.
I have walked into many brooding conversations. They are not enlightening.
Yes. Part of the problem I see as well is the dark walls do not lend themselves to, how would you say,
Just a bog standard boarding school in the middle of nowhere. Europe.
there are several overlapping concepts.
I'm not going to say anything. Okay.
Black and gold, while yes, they give off an air of aristocracy and lavishness. When overdone, they can make a place feel like a dungeon, rather than a great hall or some place of finer living or merriment.
I see. Maybe it is because they provide more accompaniments during the holidays. There is plenty within this room specifically that I think makes it brighter. They had some overwalking gazebos in this general area with plenty of garland and lights.
Yes. Quite honestly, if they wanted the room to feel lighter and more open and welcoming, they could simply add floor lights along the edges of the room and move couches together into circular patterns. That way people are more inclined to sit together and talk.
Yes.
Quite
Maybe their
honestly,
thought was
this room is segmented. There is this side and then this side, and that does not often create an inviting atmosphere. It makes people feel that there is a them and an us.
We just need to find the right places.
Yes. The
More
only other thing that I
loosely
could
placing
really
things
think
around
of
would help with this.
is this is supposed to be a escape for people who do not wish for as much noise as it can get outside. That is the only feasible thing I can see here. For as to why it is so mellow.
Perhaps. This would be the case if the room outside was not already so mellow. There is very little colors. Mostly blacks,
Yes.
golds, and purples, just as you see in here.
I have no idea what was
Yes.
Quite frankly, if I were to redesign the room out there, I would have more splashes of colors and lights along the walls to help brighten the place up, make it feel more exciting. You're at the Purple Lotus, after all.
Yes.
It's not a place to fall asleep, but a place to enjoy enjoyable drinks and conversations with friends and newcomers alike.
Yes.
We went to a computer. We typed in password.
I do believe that it is, however,
I didn't type in password. I typed in my
not our
password. And it came up
jurisdiction,
as
sadly.
Japanese.
However, we could probably suggest them as helpful tips in the future.
I could
I
perhaps
do not
speak
remember
with
how
Sachi
yours
again.
and Sachi's ties are currently.
And we might be onto
Well,
something.
I am the primary investor for the Purple Lotus. However, our relationship is rocky at best, if you must know.
You do not know the history between the two.
Yes.
I haven't.
There are differences in some people, and for that is what we sign up for, is the experience and changes in a person.
Hey, on a different note.
Mm. You could say something like that, yes.
Thank you for getting van for us. We've been also looking for van. I'll make sure to
Yes.
find it.
I believe it is myself being positive.
Naturally.
I'm still a lot of pain. We were chased by, well, there were two vans. There's a white van.
Yes.
Like a huge...
Yeah, the news van?
Oh.
Well, there's a bunch of weird mechanical things walking around and the mechanical theory.
Perhaps for now, though, I will think of other things.
Girl there,
Yes.
purple pipe. This is really fucking...
Perhaps we can find something. We proceed back to the terminal that all of us can do together.
We both got a van.
Perhaps.
What, did you get any names? Were they working for anyone?
Maybe we should speak with Yasha.
I am sure she will have very interesting ideas.
She always does.
Yes.
Though not all of her ideas are particularly good ones. She's by far the most
They are
creative
ideas.
of my children.
Yes. We could attune her to somewhat of an artist
I think the chances are
in her own way.
you know who Pepe is.
Abstract are her ideas.
He was a Nahoy that
Not based entirely in reason and logic, but in feeling. Thinking outside of the box.
Yes.
Going against established norms.
The only reason why I know Mavis is because I thought it was
I believe that is what most people try to achieve in most everyday society now, is thinking outside of the preset parameters set before them.
Some do.
Others would like to stay in a comfort of the box.
The box is very comfortable.
Yes.
That sounds like Mavis. You got to think she was the
Perhaps
only
we could
one
also
who
find
put up the
some
same kind of
bad
fight
movies
as I did.
that would be funny
Mm.
for us
And yet I'm the
to
one who saved her life.
critique and watch. For the commentary is what you go to a bad movie for.
Yes, to understand what makes a movie bad is to be able to identify what makes a movie good.
Yes.
There is always something to be learned from failure.
Yes. I feel it would be beneficial for all of us because we could find some humor in
Heard any word from them?
a very interesting case of
They're just
cinema.
gonna randomly pop up out of
Of
nowhere.
course.
Side tech, she's not part. Hope she's not dirty. I'd be very concerned if there are people that I don't know walking in and out of our base.
What do you mean? I could just walk in and out of your base and I'm not part of your group.
Have you heard anything from Esso lately?
At least I know your S.
I do not speak with him frequently.
I know every inch of
For he is someone that I did not see the need to get closer to. Because he was the other's father, and I had already had one.
I suppose that makes sense. I believe he took a particular liking to Reina.
Yes.
Decided to reach out to
They
her
are
again.
very close.
How many times I have to say you're both the same?
I don't have the memory.
I do hope he is well.
However, I wish he was
at least on the cathedral for Reina more often. But that is
Yes.
also a selfish wish.
Yes, unfortunately his duties take him elsewhere, although I heard he was back. Not certain as to what he is doing. Whatever it is, I hope it's not too dangerous, though.
I'm confused about because it makes no sense.
Yes, it would not be beneficial.
You know how I feel.
Naturally, but I simply wish he would retire, but
Fight the drunken idiots to get to said computer.
sadly his counsel is required.
To fight mechanical robots.
Yes.
It is fine, it is fine, don't worry. Look, I just want to get bottom of this mystery.
Perhaps we head back downstairs?
And right now
There are more people.
Perhaps.
I believe there is actually less people than there is on a normal night.
Perhaps on a normal night. But there are people there
This
nonetheless.
seems to be one of their slower times.
Perhaps people simply don't want to appreciate Australia. Rather sad.
I have heard people compare it to a battle royale zone that is constantly opening and closing.
Yes.
With how many deadly
Did you
creatures
know
there are
they-
down there.
The local populace started a war with local wildlife. They
I
lost.
had learned of this, yes. It shows that nature has no mercy.
No. And it should not be underestimated.
Yes. For she can be a very cruel mistress if you were to wrong her.
Yes.
That's where the killing part comes from.
Alright, here's what I need you.
It's probably one of the best TV
Because the
shows ever
word demon
exists.
originated from the Greek word daemon, which just means something supernatural.
Well, because like I don't think it's like the traditional demon from like Christian religion or Catholic religion. I think it's
Hello, Dylan.
Yeah. It's such a weird. It's the same thing as like what hell is, where there's so many different versions of like whatever.
That does not mean that there are not different streams that are maybe. Okay, well.
It's quite a heated debate. I'm sorry, Eddie.
You're fine.
This was coming
It's just the interesting conversation to always have with people like you.
I mean, yes, people like me.
Yes, people like you. You're fans of
What's
the
your
hair?
people?
they're both very.
After you.
It seems to have cleared up more than when we were down here originally. Oh my.
Oh my. Perhaps we'll have to have a talk with Mr. Sachi.
Possibly.
We can't have business waning.
I am sure it is because of the end of a work week for most people. Most must
But that
be
is when
tired.
business is booming. The weekend.
True.
It is the middle of the week that is most often the quietest. Particularly because, well, people are busy with work, and you can't be drunk at work.
Yes. That would be ill-efficient.
Very much so. However, it's also why
Yes.
many businesses of a sort run specials to attract business.
This must be why they are having an Australian week. To pique interest for a more Australian populace.
Perhaps.
I will be walking in now. Enjoy your dinner.
Yes.
I mean, enjoy your walk.
Perhaps we can go and find some movies. I believe I was recommended a shop that wasn't too far from here.
Perhaps.
You would have to rent them and make sure to return them on time, however.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem.
I don't think so either. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Leaving.
Thank you.
Yes. Nice to finally meet you in person.
Nice to meet you as well.
If you see Percy, give her my regards.
Sure.
That does remind me, I do need to stop by Percy's new business. I'd like to see that it's doing well.
I believe they are renting. I believe. I am not entirely certain.
Yes, she has bought up a spot. It's currently under a lease, but given enough time, she'll own it. She just needs to make certain her
That is
payments
true.
are on time. Although I believe she has intentions and eyes on buying other businesses in the street.
I do not doubt it. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. Wow. I feel Belle would find this funny.
Rather.
I will make sure to show her the images. She may get a good giggle out of it, and it might pick up some spirits.
Perhaps, although do be careful.
Yes.